Hey everyone, Derek here. And right now I want to talk about the four things that all business owners know that they really have to do, but very seldom do business owners actually do them. And I am guilty of that as well. I knew that I had to do these four things, but I just never took the time to do it, mainly because I was just so busy. I had payroll to think about. I had taxes to think about. I had my own marketing to think about. So whether I was going to run radio ads or print or Facebook or, PPC, Google AdWords, whatever it was, even YouTube ads. And I was just so busy with all that other stuff that I never took the time to get these four things the way that they should have been. And I'm going to tell you that once I got them close, I'm still working on it myself for my business. I was able to actually start generating a ton of leads, start, closing deals, and I was able to charge a lot more for my services. So let's go over those four things that every business owner knows they need to do, but very seldom do they actually do them. So I'm going to share my screen really quick so you can actually see. All right, let me get rid of my noggin there. Okay, four things every business owner knows that they need or they should do, but very seldom do they ever do it. So number one is having a one-liner on your website. So when people land on your website, you've got a one-liner above the fold that explains exactly what you do and how you help people. We know that when people land on landing pages from our own experience and it's too many words and it says too much, we scroll off because our attention spans are just really short. We want instant gratification. We want to know how people can help us now, and we want to get a result right now. So that one liner on our website, and actually it doesn't matter what ads we're running. If we run them to a page or a website that doesn't have a one liner on it that explains very quickly what you do or what we do and how we help people, people don't really care. They're going to scroll off. So we need that one liner. You have to develop that one liner. And your one liner should identify the problem. It should present a solution, and it should have a result. So your one liner, what is the problem? I've worked with chiropractors in the past. What's the problem? If you're a chiropractor, you're helping people that have bad backs. They have back pain. They have some sort of pain. You're identifying that pain. You're presenting a solution. All right. The solution is 6 months, like a 6-month plan or something like that. And the result is you're going to be able to pick up your kids and walk around or run around with your grandkids without any pain or discomfort. So I'm going to show you an example of my one-liner here in a second as well. CarMax has a one-liner. I don't remember what it is right now, but it's something about simplifying your car buying and selling experience or something to that effect. So it's really short, and they've had a lot of success with that. So you got to get your one-liner down, identify the problem, present a solution, and have a result. So our one-liner is this. This is our one-liner. Marketing systems that generate leads, nurture relationships, and increase revenue. Bam, that's our one-liner. So we've said what the solution is a marketing system that generates leads. We have the actual, what the results are. We're nurturing leads. Actually, the results are increased revenue. So that's our one-liner. And, it could work, but it could be better, but it's working very well for us right now. You have to have a one-liner that explains exactly what you do. We create marketing systems that generate leads, nurture relationships, and increase revenue. That one-liner has gotten more people into my funnel, or I credit that one-liner for getting more people in my funnel than any other thing I've done with Facebook ads, pay-per-click, or YouTube ads. So the number two thing that you need is a solid website. I think we all know this, but one thing, we don't want to pay for it, right? Websites can get really expensive, and we don't want to take the time to actually get a solid website. And before we even actually pay someone to do a website, or we do it on our own, we have to know what does it mean to have a solid website? Let's talk about it. Number one, your header has to include what you offer. It has to have that one-liner. How what you have makes their lives better. You have to be able to explain that. You have to put what they need to do to buy what you have. People don't like it when you leave open questions. They want to know if you just said, hey, we have the result we have exactly what you need for the result that you need, but you don't put how to get it, people aren't going to take action. They need to know how they can get it. So for us, I outline exactly what you need to do to start working with us. You have to schedule an appointment with us, schedule a call. We take 15 minutes to talk about where you are and our process that we have. And then we actually implement a step-by-step roadmap to actually get you where you need to be. We outline that on our website. So again, back to the actual chiropractors. Tell people what they need to do to actually purchase your service, or to actually start with whatever it is that you're going to do to help them. So if that's, hey, schedule a call, come in for a 30-minute session or assessment session. Then we have a plan. Then we, just like I do for my customers. So then you actually establish a plan, a 6-month plan or whatever it is, and you lay that out on the system so they know what they're getting into. Lay that out on your website. This is a very important piece that I think everyone knows they need to do that, but they seldom forget to do it, or they just don't do it. People need to know the process it takes to actually do business with you. So you need to be very clear with that. And you also need to remind them of the pain and how you actually solve that pain. Sorry, I'm getting a message right now. All right. And here's something that not everyone knows. And so this is kind of a bonus. You need to position yourself as a guide and not the hero. Nobody cares. When you start talking about how good you are, what you've accomplished, your accolades, people start to think that you're better than them and they don't want to do business with you. But when you position yourself as a guide, how you can actually help them get that result, and how, I keep going back to the chiropractor just because I got a call today from, one of my past clients. But if you can position yourself, instead of saying, I can fix your pain and I have the machine that will fix your pain, why not find out why do they want, to actually fix that pain? Why do they want to fix that pain? Is it because they want to be able to play with their grandchildren without, stopping, every 5 minutes to adjust? Do they want to be able to pick up their grandchildren without throwing out their back? If that's the case, position yourself as a guide. So I'm going to guide you through a 6-month process. And if you do what I tell you, then you're going to be able to, at the end of that 6-month or 6-week or 5-day, whatever it is, you're going to be able to pick up your grandchildren again. You're going to be able to play with them without fear of throwing out your back. All you have to do is do the steps that I'm going to give you. Do you see how that positions yourself as a guide? I'm going to guide you through these steps. I'm not going to I'm not the answer to your problem, but I'm going to give you the guide so you can actually fix your problem yourself. Hopefully that makes sense. This is a very hard, concept to grasp, but you need to grasp it because this will change. This is a game changer right here. Okay. So on your website, you also need to spell out all of your products and follow the same template that I just gave you for all of your subheadings. So if you have multiple offerings in your subheadings, you're still going to do the same thing. You're going to have a one-liner for each of those subheadings, and you're going to follow those same steps. So number 3 thing that you need is a lead generator. You need this on your website, but many people just still don't have it. So what do you need for a lead generator? Well, first of all, what is a lead generator? It's all it is an exchange of free value for contact information. So it's the exchange for free value, something of value that you're giving away in exchange for contact information. It can be a PDF, it can be a webinar, or it could be a short course. So that's easy. You need a lead generator on your website. When people go to your website, they need to be able to exchange contact information for something of value. And why? Because we're going to follow up to them with an automated emails, which is number 4. So number 4, you have to have automated emails in place. You have to have a system that actually delivers those automated emails. Every time someone collects or gives you contact information, you need to send them some sort of sequence of emails. So what you need in that sequence is this. You need a thank you email and what they can expect from you in the future. You need to let them know what they're going to expect. Are they going to get 5 emails from you? Are they going to get 7 emails from you? Let them know what they can expect from actually opting into whatever that lead generation is. What kind of information can they expect? They also need to include, the emails need to include your audience's biggest objection. You need to overcome that and very quickly in your emails. So for me, an objection would be timeliness. Like it might take too long. So I address how long it actually takes us to accomplish what we need to accomplish in our emails, depending on where you are in our process. So overcome that objection. Again, back to the chiropractor, because I actually talked to one this morning. Objection might be something about I'm afraid that you might do more damage than good. Overcome that objection. Talk about how, it's a misconception that chiropractors actually do more damage than good. It's because many family practitioners, don't view chiropractic in, the same way as other doctors. So address that objection, talk about that in an email and talk about what makes you different. Talk about why doctors, family practitioners started talking badly about, chiropractors in the first place. If that is a common objection that you have, whatever your common objective is, address it. You also need to provide testimonials. So let's say you have a 4 email sequence. It's really simple. If you only have 4 emails, that's fine. That's really all you need. You need to thank them, let them know exactly what they can expect in the future, address their objections. You need to provide testimonials. So in that 4th email, start providing testimonials of people who have had success with your service or your products. And then on the last email, or something you have to have if you have a 4 email sequence, is a direct sales letter offering a one-time bonus or a one-time offering. So a sales letter that says you can only get this right here, this one time, only if you click here. You really need that. It's super important, and you will see your sales go through the roof once you have that limited offer. What works really well with those is just a timer, a countdown timer. Hey, thank you so much for opening my last 3 emails. Right now, I want to give you an offer that you can only get through this sales page, and it's only good until the timer lasts. And once the timer runs out, you'll never see this again. Watch how much your sales increase when you do that. So now that you know the 4 things, well, actually you knew them before, most likely, that you actually need, let me ask you a question. Do you know that this will work for you? Do you know that these 4 things will actually work for you? Do you know that if you just took the time to actually set these up, that you would generate more leads and ultimately sell more products and services? Do you know that? Are you like 85% of all the other business owners and entrepreneurs that already know that these things work, but you just don't have time to do it? You're worried about that payroll. You're worried about management, and you're worried about running ads and getting more leads. You're worried about all this other stuff and taxes that you just don't have the time to set this up. And if you said yes, I have one more question for you. Wouldn't it be nice if those 4 things could happen automatically, almost like magic? Your one-liner was created, your website included everything that you needed to clearly position you as the guide so you could actually help more people. You had a compelling lead generator installed on your website so you could automatically collect contact information from leads. And you had an email automation system that engaged with your leads, thanked them, and let them know what to expect in the future, gave them testimonials, and delivered a sales page with an offer. If having all this magically appear in the next 5 days sounds nice, and it's what you need to start generating more sales, then I have great news for you. So because this is exactly what we do at Business Marketing Ninja, This exact method, just installing those 4 things has allowed me to reach more people and actually charge more for our services. And if you want to know more about how we can magically make this happen for you in the next 5 days, then all I want you to do is use this link right here. And there'll also be a link in the comments or above or below this. Then I want you to just click on it and schedule a 15-minute discovery call. And let's see if we can actually do this and get started just making these 4 things happen to you. So you can actually generate more leads. You can actually start to nurture more relationships and generate more sales. It does not matter if you have a physical product or service, or if you are selling digital products. You absolutely need these 4 things. So just click that link below, schedule a strategy session. Let's get on a phone call and let's see how we can actually do this for you, how we can make this happen in your business, and how we can actually magically make those things appear within the next 5 days so you can actually start making more sales. Go ahead and click that button. Let's get on the phone.